What's up, everybody? It's Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. Late night, midnight, 20 minutes late. Y'all be getting the messages. People be piling in. Let's give it a few minutes. A lot of people just left Chancery Dailies live. If y'all missed it, we're going to talk about that. Who she is, what I think about her. I can tell you right now, let me begin with this. It appears to me from the surface of what I've been looking at as far as she's concerned, it sounds to me like she don't like Elon Musk. And I personally, I like Elon. I like him a lot. So we're different there. Here's the thing. She's covering the X lawsuit right now. And that's an opportunity for me to see what's going on with Elon Musk. Just because I like Elon and she don't like Elon, that don't mean I'm right. So I need to pay attention because she's going to be bringing news about X, which is owned by Elon Musk, by the way. And by that, I'm trying to express to y'all, she covers more than AMC. She's not here to talk about AMC and who's right and who's wrong, the yesers, the nosers, and all the other shit. All right. When she's on, she's talking law. All right. She's a member of the Delaware Bar. All right. She knows her shit. And we should appreciate someone on her level to come and talk to us. I'm just saying. Because right or wrong, as far as I'm concerned, I want to know the truth. And once I know the truth, then I can take a position of rather, well, wait a minute, I was wrong. There's been a couple of things, not much, but a couple of things I've been wrong about. I've always came forward and said, look, I'm wrong about that. All right. Because I learned and knew better and is able to take a different position if I'm wrong. Now, I listen to her and I don't go listen to her just to say, argue with her. Well, what about this? When she's talking, she's got a subject matter that she's wanting to talk about and teach us. So we are there to listen, not to teach, not to bring bullshit questions, not to argue about this YouTuber says this and that YouTuber says that. It don't make a fuck. We're there to learn about the law. That's just how I feel. And if in fact, I thought I had 7 days to respond to Allegheny's objection to my objections, the Gunner objections, and it's under seal. And I'm going, well, how the fuck am I supposed to respond in 7 days if it's under seal and I can't see it? And she messaged me and she told me, be cool. Just be cool. If they don't answer, the special master is going to see it anyway. So if it's like them giving up their turn at bat, they're like, we don't even want to deal with it. Y'all deal with it, basically. So I came back and I told y'all that was what happened, is that I sit the hell down and wait until the special master's report. And if I have a problem with how she felt about my objections, then I could say something. But I'm not going to disagree. If the special master recommends my shit ain't no good, it just ain't no good, according to law. And she's not just going to say, I disagree, and that's it. She'll have a reason if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then motherfuckers, I'm wrong. I want her to stand with the law, with my side or against me. Doesn't matter. That's why we're here. She is a blessing. What's up, Hilltop? What's up, Tanker? I seen you over there, Tank. P. Robert, what's up? You said come live. Here I am, buddy. Hilltop, yeah. This motherfucker can get stressing. Listen, I've been here for a year and a half. You think I ain't had some stress? But then once I learned the truth, I learned that I could separate my emotion from this shit. If I don't, it'll stress me out and kill me. So what do? You do the only thing you can do. You petition to the law, and the law will respond. I know everybody thinks about conspiracies when it comes to the courts and everything, but damn, people, if you really believe that, we believe that the vice chancellor is a blessing from God. All right. And I know some people don't believe in God and all that. That's fine. But the point is this: we believe she's sent from God. And if you believe that, and then you say she's corrupt, then what the hell? You cannot have two different beliefs like that. You either trust the court because you trust God has put her there, or you want to talk shit about her, one or the other. As for me, I feel as if this might be the battle between good and evil going on, and she's going to have the iron fist. Just my opinion. I can't wait to chat with her. I messaged her on Twitter, and she said, well, that's why she wanted to go live, and I appreciate you. And I'll teach you some of the YouTube stuff if you want to learn. And that's bullshit what you said about not being monetized. No bullshit. Now listen, if you're going to provide a service like you're providing for us and other people that you could point to your YouTube channel that you're covering the X case, that sounds so cool. Or you call it the X Files. I read somebody, I didn't watch it was a video. I seen a video where they said that motherfucker's an alien. All this is a setup, and the aliens are fixing to take over. Yeah, they said Elon was an alien. What's up, Jackie? What's up, James? Robert. Sinful Toaster. No, I said trust God. I didn't say trust the court. Everybody that I will do videos for the next couple of days, I will let me do that now. Okay. There was just a suggestion from somebody in my chat on live to promote Chance's YouTube channel, and let's get her to 1,000 subscribers. Now, I want her monetized because when she's live and she's explaining to us or anybody else in another case, that because she covers everything, people, all right, and she's explaining that case, she deserves. They're watching it, and she gets ad revenue. Nobody's paying her. And look, Chance, it's not but like 7 cents. All right. So I did a 2-hour live the other day and got $6 for it. So, but it doesn't matter. You're providing a service. The Bible says workman's worthy of his dues. When you're alive, you're working. Where would you like to start, Robert? We could talk about what was in her, because she did a good thing. She said, you're not the product, you're the customer. I mean, yeah, you're not the customer, you're the product. And I thought that was cool. I took a note here from watching Tony too, talking about skeletons in the closet. Everybody's got skeletons in the closet, he said. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, she's in a hell of a spot. Good God. You got 2,000. Listen, Chance is right. Chance, I ain't seen Chance wrong yet. Chance is right. Okay. You got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that'll cry online, but they won't take the time to go up there to do something. All right. And that includes me. All right. But you got some that will only write a letter. And then you got some that bitch and won't do nothing at all. What? Oh, you got a what if for me? Oh, God. What's up, Paul? We got what Paul's talking about. What if? And we got Robert. So let's see what Robert has to say. Where we can find our objection is approved. You need that link? Hold on one second. I got it. I got it. 1 second. This is the link to the document. It's page 551 is where you want to start. You can take your little mouse and to the side and scroll it all the way down. And you'll see the part that talks about where you're at. You are objector who has proved your ownership, and you do not opt out. All right. It's on starting on page 551. Right now, I'm on 732. That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to plug it into Jenny as soon as all this is over with and I can calm down and, a UFO hit it in the backyard. Woo! That motherfucker landed right there on my table. Thank you. She cannot say, I approve the conversion, but no reverse stock split. She can't do that. AMC I agree. I think Chance just said it. Was it Chance? Somebody just said, you have to have the reverse stock split. You have to have it. There's no way out in a conversion. You cannot take APE and put it into AMC right now. Why? It goes over our float. I mean, you could, technically they could. You could wake up tomorrow, they convert APE, and our outstanding shares of AMC will be 1.5 billion. Technically, they could do that. I was approved too. I seen my name, Mike. I asked Mike when I couldn't find it. I asked Mike, and he sent me the screenshot. I got my postcards. Lou said what, motherfucker? What did Lou say? Smells like England. Hey, the only thing that could make Chance perfect is if she would have had like a female British accent. Now that would have been like the top cream of the crop there. Because you got to love her everywhere else. She sits and stands with the truth. She wants motherfuckers to quit acting stupid, crying and calling and writing the court over bullshit. She is a legal professional. She is a member of the Delaware Bar. Do you realize how much money a lawyer would charge us to get the information she wants to share with us? And people want to get in the comments. She's going to make some mods. They not going to have that bullshit. Can you hit my list again? I can't share my screen. I'm live on YouTube. Oh, shit. I could have went live stream and shared my screen. Right. Listen, if I'm trying to do something and she saw that I was wrong and fixed and told me and fixed it, you know how much that advice would come from a lawyer where I asked them to overlook something and they give me their opinion. As far as I'm concerned, when I'm talking to her, I'm talking to a lawyer. I think, well, she's a member of the bar, so she's got to be a lawyer. I'm looking over there at them cookies and I'm thinking, damn, them cookies will be good in about an hour. I ain't got no milk though. All right, coffee. We can opt out of the settlement. The judge has told AMC, Allegheny, they're the same to me. They told them as far as opting out, who can opt out and who can't opt out, they said that's her decision. So but you don't want to opt out, people. Why would you opt out of a lawsuit? The motherfucker's going to go through anyway. Why not just get something out of it if you're going to be in it? If you're going to stay in it, why would you opt out of this lawsuit? You get 1 for 7 if she stays with that. All right. So you don't want to opt out. I'm not opting out. I don't give a fuck. I'm staying in the play. So if I'm going to stay in the play, I might as well get something from and it's going to be 1 for 7. If the judge approves that, she cannot approve it. And that's what I want to get Chance Live to talk about. What if she's got 2 choices? She can approve the settlement or not approve the settlement. Are there any other choices that she has? Can she dismiss the settlement? These are questions I have for Chance. Can she dismiss it? Can she say, I don't feel as if 129 million is fair? Does she make them come back with a different offer? Or does she just tell them what she thinks is fair and then they go back and talk about it? These type of things. How does this work? Those are the questions we need to be listening and talking to her about. Not bullshit about postcards. They said they notified either through postcard or email 2.8 million people. Period. Now that should end the discussion. Well, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's only one other question. If you did that, why did some people get 6 and some people get 3 and some people get 1 and some people get none? If you mailed 2.8 million postcards, what about all the multiple postcards that people got? So you can't say you notified 2.8 million because you got postcards that were given to people outside of that. I got 3. So what about them 2? Are you counting them 2 postcards as shareholders that you notified? I can't remember who got 6. Somebody got 6, sent me a picture of 6 with their names on it. Are you saying that 6 times they're in that pool of 2.8 million? Because then you ain't notified 2.8 million shareholders. You only notified 1 million of them. But when you're live with me, that's what we can talk about, shit like that. When we're live with her, we want to talk about the law, what it means, and how it's interpreted. And when she tells you how the law is interpreted, you can take that to the bank. Because I've seen her talk about shit. She disagrees with the law, but there's nothing she can do about it. But point us to the direction of how we need to address the problem. And her number 1 thing is, and don't contact the goddamn court. She says she contacts the court maybe 3 times a year. Motherfuckers calling them 5 times a day because they listen to YouTubers that say, y'all need to call the court. Don't call the court. Get mad at your lawyers, alligating. That's right. And like she said, she ain't practicing law. She's giving you knowledge of what that law means. She's interpreting that for us. That's her, and interpretation is an opinion. So basically, we're getting the opinion of somebody who's a member of the Delaware bar, practices. Well, she's not practicing right now, but she could if she wanted, getting advice from her knowledge. And somebody want to argue with her about payment for order flow, shut the fuck up. If she brings up payment for order flow, then she wants to talk about that. But we don't talk about how Ken Griffin and Adam Marion is in cahoots when we're talking to her. She don't know anything about that. She don't give a fuck about nothing like that. She's there to share the law with us. Whether we're right or wrong. And she's told me I've been wrong. Well, she didn't tell me I was wrong about 2 things. She told me I was wrong about 1. And I said, oh, all I got to do is sit the fuck down. She's, yeah, you just got to sit the fuck down and wait for the special master. Fuck them. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad them bitches didn't swing. Now it's up straight up to the special master. They going to wish they objected. And if they've objected, I still ain't found nothing about where. Boy, they told on me. They sent out all them little documents where I listed, this is how you use ChatGPT. You copy this, you put it over here, you tell Chat. They told the judge everything. So I don't give a fuck. I wish that judge would call me up there. If that judge had the power to and order me up there, I'd come. It's not too late for your objection. Well, I don't know about that. Now, if she said that it's not too late, then it's not too late. Now, what I know for sure, it says that if you want to keep your stuff, your personal information redacted, that if you want your stuff public, or if you need to figure out, I need to figure out, is my complaint, my objections going to be made public, because my address and my phone number is in there. All right. I don't want that public, because I sit here and I take care of this old man, and I don't need some other motherfucker that watched me on YouTube come to my house. So that shit needs to be redacted. Can you understand that? So they said I have 10 days to submit a revised version of my objection and say I wish to have this redacted, and they will accept it. And when it goes public, it will be redacted. Now, my argument is motherfucker, you already know. If you bringing up the fact that, well, maybe we don't want to share, they don't want to share their information, you know I don't want to share it. Just redact the motherfucker. The shit they redacted almost 150 fucking pages. You mean tell me you don't have the sense to redact my address? I gotta ask you to redact. Man, fuck you. I'm not asking for nothing. You gonna do it. And if you don't redact my address, I'm gonna sue the fuck out you. I don't jump through hoops unless the judge tells me to jump through hoops. If the judge says jump, I'm gonna ask that. I almost said bitch. I'm gonna ask that lady how high. I don't know. Brian messaged me and told me he was also in another lawsuit. He's suing Highcroft too. So maybe his attention right now is on that. He's thank you, honey horse. What? You didn't first off, you didn't have to give me $2. I appreciate it. That'll buy a beer. And as far as the 10 for 1, that's not what she's there to discuss. She only needs to know, is the settlement fair? All right. And can she move forward and agree with the settlement? Or I don't know what's after that, because that's what I want Chance to come live and talk about. Is if she says she denies their settlement proposal, what next? But she's not gonna not accept it. She's gonna accept some type of settlement. And if I had any sense, if it was me, I would already have contacted them somehow and said, look, y'all need to do a revised settlement because this ain't good enough, and come back with that before the 29th. There's a guy that's got a channel. His name is Fartalicious. All right. And I know he watches what's happening to Fartalicious. He suggests that people complain about the Allegheny lawyers and their fraud in this case to the Delaware bar. All right. And that's a pretty powerful thing. Chance, would that have any effect if people were to complain about the fraud and how Allegheny has handled this case to the Delaware bar? Because that's who lawyers get in trouble with. And I'll tell you what, I just said that, and if Chance tells me wrong, then the fucking woman's right. I'm wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the way I see it. I agree with Fartalicious on that. You got a problem with Allegheny? Don't complain to the judge. That's not her situation yet. But complain to the Delaware bar about their actions. Fartalicious. Yeah. It's a long story, but on his YouTube channel, he's got a video where he's talking about, and he showed that he sent a letter to the Delaware bar, I believe it was, or the Delaware DO, one or the other. But you get in trouble with the bar. You don't want to be in trouble with the bar. Are you serious? First, I was watching Tony and Massalorian for a little while. All right, I can't comment because they blocked me, but I just watch them sometimes just to listen to the ridiculousness. And I got tired of that shit. I got tired of that whiny ass sitting back smoking a cigar like he's king of the world, waiting on Massalorian to say something wrong so he could sit up and correct him. That's the kind of shit we could talk about over here on my channel. We don't do that shit over there on Chance's channel. We want to hear what she's got to say about the law. And if she's covering X that night and you want to try to learn something more, then you would watch her and learn a little bit more about the law by how she's interpreting another case. Go outside of AMC. I encourage everybody, please go subscribe to her channel. I need to pull that channel up and give y'all the link, huh? Because a lot of y'all, some of y'all was there, some of y'all wasn't. Let me pull her channel up. I'm going to give y'all the link. Man, I'm working on a fire-ass video. I'm about to say, Chance is live again, but no, that's me. Hello, world. Boy, she gonna find out, huh? She said, y'all are fighting. I had to correct her. I said, y'all, you ain't seen a fight. And we're calm over here. We get crazy on our channels. That's Chance's channel. Y'all go subscribe. How many subscribers she got? She's got 120 views. That's all right. People are just learning about her. Chance Dailies, 85 subscribers. That's awesome. She only had like 35 when we started. So she picked up like 50 subscribers when she went live. That's awesome. I want to help her get monetized because it's like it's like 7 cents a view if she makes a video. All right. But she deserves that 7 cents if she sits down and tells us about the law. Good God. Somebody at her rank, they charging $1,100. And we got one for free if we'll listen to her. She had 52. How many is it now? 85. So what is that, 33? So she picked up 33. Good eye, Robert. I'm telling you, man, fuck that. Fuck that shit. And that's why I say I disagree with her on that shit. Bullshit. Monetize your shit, girl. And she's got some kind of pay thing for like legal newsletter type shit. I think it's $50. I don't know. I haven't joined it because I mean, as much as I appreciate that she's doing that, and if you're gonna be paying $50 for information, don't you think you'd rather be paying somebody that's a member of the Delaware Bar instead of a YouTuber? Hello. She's not a YouTuber. She's a lawyer. All right. She's a member of the Delaware Bar. But I'm gonna help her with that. I'm gonna turn her into a YouTuber too. Somebody her magnitude, and listen, somebody her magnitude wants these big corporations like X find out that she's got a YouTube channel and she's talking about particular briefs that's mentioned in their case. They're going to be listening to that woman. I'm talking about the executives of X. They'll know that she's talking about those briefs concerning X, and they'll have somebody watching her. Why? Because she's a member of the Delaware Bar. She's not going to be cutting bullshit. She's going to be telling the truth, and they're going to be paying attention to what her aspect of the case is. So that's how important this woman's opinion is. The cases that she covers are big. She just covered the whole Twitter case. I did too. I subbed right away. As soon as I seen she was live, I said, oh shit, bam, subscribe. Because I don't care what she's talking about, what case she's talking about. I love law, so I'm going to follow her. When she goes live, I'll be there. Fuck, it was either sit there and listen to Tony DeNaro or go watch Chance the Lawyer. Which one do you think I chose? A YouTuber that tells me about, never mind, I can't say. I'll give away my identity. I'm tired. Man, I got such a fire ass video. I got high last night, and can y'all believe that shit? And I sat there. No, that was this morning. I waked and baked, and I'm sitting there thinking, what am I going to do a video on? Chance the Lawyer told me that all I got to do is sit the fuck down. So there's nothing else for me to make a video about. What else can I say? If I have to wait on the special master, I have to wait on the special master. That's the end of the story. Now, will they respond or have they responded? And I just don't know yet. We're going to find out. Are they not going to respond at all between now and the 28th? I don't know. If no matter no matter the outcome of how they act, the special master was reading my report, especially because they put it in an exhibit. They put my shit in an exhibit with all the information on how I trained everybody to use ChatGPT. And you know what I think? I think the court's going to give me a pat on the back for doing it, because I done researched it, people. They've been using AI. Do you know case text, which is where you go subscribe to read the opinions of all the judges? All right. Of all the cases, you can go to case text. If I'm using ChatGPT and I want it to go search for a case, it goes and searches case text and comes back with the response. Instead of me having to go to case text and go through all the process of looking for all this case stuff, I could tell ChatGPT, go search anything on the AMC Allegheny case, and it comes back. But I can see what it's searching, and it's searching case text. Now, I just watched a video today on case text is using ChatGPT. They got a beta version way before everybody else, and they have been implementing ChatGPT for like 6 months now. So they're allowed to use ChatGPT, but I can't use ChatGPT. Man, suck my. Let me take a poll. Chance the lawyer is a lady that works, or I'll say she reports on all the activity up there in the Chancery, Delaware court. Okay. And her handle is Chance Daily, just like a newspaper, such and such daily. Well, she's Chancery Daily, because she reports daily on the news from the Chancery Court, not necessarily AMC. She talks about a lot of cases. Another one in particular is X that she covers, and other cases. She does not have a part in AMC. She doesn't own AMC. She is a reporter that reports things about the cases that's in the Chancery Court. That's who she is. She's not an ape. All right. She don't hold AMC. She don't own ape. She don't have any part in this fight. You just happen to find her reporting on AMC. Now, she's taken her time out to try to interpret for us some of these briefs. And she is a member of the Delaware bar. And she is showing us from her experience up there in Delaware, this is what the documents mean. It's important to listen to her because of her experience and her knowledge. You do not attack her because she disagrees with you. It doesn't matter what your fucking opinion is. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. She's telling me what the Delaware law says, and that's the final word. What's up, Ian? 6. James Harris. Some of y'all got some fucked up names I can't say. Hill House. Honey Horse, what's going on, darling? Robert, I wish you'd come on my live. You don't have to show your face. Nobody shows their face. Nobody cried when Pampian didn't show his face. They loved him. And by the way, Al from Boston, he does have 10,000 shares. About 9 or 10 months ago, when I first met Al, he showed me his broker statement, and he had 10,000 shares back then. Since that time, he's bought 900 and something more shares. And I know he's a shareholder. I know he's a ape. I know he's a OG ape. I know that. So they can suck it on the Al from Boston not having shares. Lou produced his postcard. That ain't good enough. Well, then suck it if it ain't good enough. It ain't none of your business. A man don't look in another man's wallet, and he don't go through a woman's purse. In other words, somebody else's finances is their fucking business, unless they want to tell you. Oh, I went and copied it. Hold on, I'm there now. I got high and forgot to give y'all her link. Here's the link to her channel. You know how, Robert, you know how to make her love your passion? Say, baby, I mortgaged the house and bought AMC. We're about to be fucking bankrupt. Chancery Daily, yeah. Yeah, why don't I just give a motherfucker I had to call for my dad to do something on the phone, and they said, "Can we have your social security number?" My dad said, "No, I don't give my social security number over the phone. Ain't none of your fucking business. This has nothing to do with my social security number." All you could do, man, I guess, I used to be a counselor, by the way, is give her a hug and tell her, "Sweetheart, it's almost over." I'm sorry, but I'm sorry about what we went through, but it's almost over. Bear with me. And she says no and leaves you, and 2 days later we squeeze. Why all them motherfuckers talk shit about me in their videos, but they never come over here? Where's them bitches that talk shit about the clickbait and conspiracy motherfuckers and then not come over here and challenge me? I'd love to have one of them come challenge me. No, I actually, all right, I'll tell y'all the truth. When I say I went to college, I did. I went to the New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. I've got a Bachelor's of Arts degree. One of my classes, because since it was a theological school, the focus of the classes were God. And I took a class called Pastoral Counseling, Solution Focused. All right. And I try to remember those lessons from there. And that's where I get a lot, man. That's where I get a lot of my understanding, training, able to comprehend because of that college that I went through. Okay, I can only give my opinion, but here's what I see going on. In fact, I'm doing the video right now. It might turn into a series, but it's about the arbitrage. It's understanding the arbitrage because people don't understand the arbitrage move. If you understood the arbitrage move, you'd understand what Tony DeNaro's been saying. Because he's right about the arbitrage. He's half right about the arbitrage. Half right. He hasn't explained it. I'm going to explain it step by step. What y'all want me to do it now? I got 142 people on. I got the video half done. Because this morning I was working on it and my brother showed up. So I had to go over there next door and visit with my dad and brother. And while I was over there, then the carpenter showed up and he wanted to go ahead and build my dad's ramp, and it turned out nice. But it took them all fucking day to do that. And outside was nothing but saws. And I said, well, I can't make a video. So I stopped making the video on the arbitrage. But man, what I found out about the arbitrage play, oh my God. This shit's so simple. The thought of it is so simple. Very, 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 very serious. All right. Let me ask y'all a question. What is your average on Ape? You own Ape shares. What is your average on that you paid for them Ape shares? Tell me in the chat. Because it started out at $6.95. It started out at $6.95. $9, $10. You bought some more at the top because you got it at $6.95. The only way you're at 10 is if you bought more while it was way up there. It's not worthless. It's not worthless. I'm fixing to show you how it's not worthless. Just be cool. 12, 3, 8. Can we call it 8? All right. Everybody's average is 8. Okay. Now, if you convert right now, you're going to turn that $8 ape, that $12 ape, that $7 ape gets turned into an AMC share. Now, what's the price of AMC? $4.78 or some shit like that. AMC 158. No, that's ape. 477. That's right, 477. So if you trade your ape right now, you're going to get 477 for it because you're trading it for an AMC share, and it's going to be whatever the price of AMC is, and AMC's at $4.77. So you're getting fucked out of $4 a share. You don't want the conversion. Now, I've been buying ape since it was $6.95. And I've averaged down my ape, and my average is in $3 and something. $3 and something. All right. So if they converted right now, I would make $1 something off that trade. It's not the best in the world. That's how arbitrage works. In the videos that I'm doing, I'll tell you, it's like this. You got Bill and Amy that own a fruit stand. This is how I explain it in the video. Bill and Amy own a fruit stand. All right. And they go driving on Sundays. They like to ride around and look at the country and shit. And they find another fruit stand. And they find that this fruit stand is selling bananas for 30 cents. So Bill buys up all the bananas and he brings them back to his fruit stand and he sells them for 75 cents. Now, what that means is, in AMC is you got ape over here and it's at $4.77. And I got ape over here and it's at $1.58. So if ape converts, my $1.58 ape converts into an AMC, it becomes $4.77. I win. That's just like the man that bought the bananas over here for $1.58. And then he brings a bunch of bananas over here and he sells them for $4.77. It's a swap off. I know why them brokers won't send all the postcards. I think I figured out what's going on with them and why they're taking the buy button from time to time. Bill's not stupid. That's right. In the video, I tell people, I said, now, Bill's got a choice. He's done come across this fucking fruit stand that's selling bananas for 30 cents or $1.58 a bundle. Now, he could take the bananas at $1.58 a bundle and bring them to his store and sell them for $4.77, and that's what he does. Or he can lower his price. He can drop his price to $1.58. Do you want to do that? No. Well, then fuck it. You buy up all the bananas, which are ape shares, and you convert them into AMC shares and sell, and you get $4.77. Now, if you do a reverse stock split, right now your ape would be $15.80. Okay, that's what your price of ape will be after the reverse stock split, $15.80. Then they convert it, so you got a $15.80 stock. Do you understand that? At the reverse stock split, ape will be $15.80. Then AMC is going to go their reverse stock split, and they're going to be worth $47.70. Okay, understand that transaction. When it goes from here to the 10-to-1 reverse stock split, you now have a $15.80 ape, and they're converting that into a $47.70 AMC share. So your investment that's going from $15.80 is now going to be worth $47. I explain it in detail. Don't miss that video. I'm like Tony. I agree with Tony. He said, why would he make videos about Costco? Nobody watches it. And I'm like, bitch, now see, you just accuse everybody of making videos for views, and you're saying you don't want to do videos about Costco because nobody watches them. Not enough people watch them. You shouldn't worry about that. If you feel strong about Costco, talk about Costco. Fuck how many views. No, I'm not going to get that many views. I might get 1,000 views on the arbitrage video, maybe 2,000. But if I got 2,000 views, I'm not worried about the fact that that's $14. I'm worried about the fact that I contacted and was able to give the knowledge to 2,000 people. Now, if I turn around and do a AMC update on the lawsuit, I'll get 5,000 views. So I'd rather do one on the update, but there ain't nothing to fucking update. So I'm trying to teach people about the arbitrage. I ain't gonna get that many views. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway because it's important. Somebody might find it later. You think I'm incorrect? What am I incorrect about? What I said now? Oh, God. Oh, you think I'm incorrect about the arbitrage? Before you think I'm wrong about the arbitrage, watch my video. You got to understand how arbitrages work. You got to understand. Okay, listen, because people don't understand this. They're like, why won't ape go up? They're suppressing it. Yes, they're suppressing it. Listen, you got a $15.80 ape after reverse stock split. All right, and AMC's at $47.70. If ape was to go up right now, if ape was to have a spike up to $12, that means at the reverse stock split, it would be worth 120. AMC would be worth 47. So you would lose money. So if ape goes up, they lose money on the conversion. If ape runs up to $3 and then they convert it, then they only make $1.70 a share. So they keep the price. You're lucky they're not pushing it down to 50 cents before the conversion, really. We're lucky they're letting it stay at $1.60 instead of push that motherfucker down. I wish them bitches would push it down. I got dry powder now, bitch. Push that motherfucker back down to $1. I dare you. Between now and the lawsuit, fuck yeah, I wish you would push this bitch down to $1 again. That's right. You need to stop being angry apes and learn more and be smart apes. That's Edward. That's what I want to talk to Chance daily about. How sure is it that there would be a conversion and a reverse stock split? Because I'm wondering if the judge can say ape's legal, but the vote wasn't. and make AMC go back and do another vote. I don't know if that's possible, but it's an option that I'm looking at, and I'm wondering, and Chancery Daily can straighten that up. She could say, yes, that's a choice of hers. She could say, y'all, the vote was not fair. Go back and do another vote. And tell them how exactly to do that. Listen, Antara has 2 million shares, 200 million shares at the conversion. Do you think if this bitch was to fall, they bought it at 68 cents? That's the first thing. Antara bought Ape at 68 cents. So at conversion right now, they'll get $4.77 a share. So that would be what? 68 cents? $4.12. They'll make $4.12 a share. And they got 200 million. So if they made $2 a share off that motherfucker, they gonna walk away with $400 million. Ed, don't expect Adam Aaron to make a statement, okay? Because he's tied up in this lawsuit, and his lawyers are telling him to keep his mouth shut. He's opening his mouth wide enough when he talked to Robert and told us how ridiculous we are for believing that there'd be synthetic shares and shit. Man, I'm so fucked up with that dude. I couldn't believe. But that's what you call a hot mic. They caught that bitch on a hot mic. He didn't know he was being recorded, and he just talked as much shit about us. That's cool. I appreciate that, though. There's nothing. I love the way one person said it. You cannot unscramble the egg. All right. You cannot it. The deal's done. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't go and say, well, the Antar deal was, she don't have that authority. The Antar deal was illegal. Well, it's illegal, but that ain't in her realm. I called them too. I just can't prove it yet. I called them. I mentioned it. And I'll be honest with you, it was Chance that told me, chill out. With the 800 million, she's got somebody looking into that. But there's a chance I could be wrong. And she said, and she told me, hold on now, there's a chance you're wrong. They might have a loophole here on the 800 million. So I said, okay, I won't bring it up no more until I find out more about the loophole. They're bragging in the paperwork. They're bragging about how awesome this lawsuit is, that they brought $129 million. They call that a boon. That's a boon for shareholders. And they call it all kind of shit. Listen, they talked for 20% of the paperwork is them talking about how they deserve $20 million and how much money they got for us. Motherfucker, one share for every 7.5 shares. You realize that's like 35 cents a share. X Cruz, I see you. The objection. This is the link for the objection thing. It started on 5/51. You see how tired I am? I was kind of excited when I read the paperwork and they pointed me out specifically and they called it the Gunner objections. Now, do you know what that means? That means if the judge rides with any of my objections, that from there on out they will be quoting the Gunner objections in law. That is freaking amazing. That if she looks at my stuff, if she has to talk about the Gunner objections, people will be quoting that opinion of hers in other cases in the future. And I'm thinking, damn, they called it the Gunner objections. That's cool as shit. I'm holding for a fundamental play. I'm holding for the squeeze too, but I'm in this for the fundamental. I'm a long-term shareholder. I will be a long-term shareholder. So I feel as if I'm gonna be a long-term shareholder, it's on me to clean house. If I'm a long-term shareholder and know the shit that I know, then I'm letting a motherfucker rob me, and I don't let nobody rob me. I'm not. See, that's the difference, and a lot of people's made the distinction, and I tried in my paperwork. In fact, I succeeded, and I said there's a lot of reasons why people invest. All right. And there's a lot of different reasons why people invest in AMC. Some people only invested in AMC because y'all cult members. Y'all are wanting to squeeze. They called y'all cult members. And there's some that are long term that they like the fundamental play of it. I'm both. I'm gonna get back in AMC once I'm in it now, and when I sell for what I think will be a squeeze, and the price comes back down and it rests where it's supposed to be, when they're tired of playing with this motherfucker, in other words, and it rests somewhere around $30 is about where I think it should go, then I'll get it again and I'll be a long-term holder. But if I do that, I got a clean house. I can't have a thief living in my house, and I'm talking about Adam Aaron and his bitch ass crew. Right. That's what I'm thinking about. Miranda rights, the Gunner objections. I would get a hard on if I see another case in the future that quoted the Gunner objections. But they're so fucking tight, people. Believe me when I tell you that. I wish I could get chance. In fact, I will. Chancery Daily, I challenge you, woman. You pull up my objections and tell me, according to law, how my objections stand. All right, because she's going to be ruling on it. I'd like to know your opinion, though. From looking at my objections, as far as the purpose of misinforming the court through the documents, and I give examples of misstatements that they used in order to try to influence the judge and the people that read the report, that a majority overwhelmingly voted for this proposal. And I said, that's misinformation. That's not true. So I'd like the court to weigh in, and I'd like to hear what somebody that's a member of the Delaware bar, what do you say about that? Do I have a standing? Because I quoted a case. Tell us your interpretation of the Gunner objections. Listen, let me tell y'all about the reverse stock split, people. And one of the reasons APE was created, because you realize APE got created once AMC reached its max outstanding shares, 525 million. All right. Then they created APE. But let me explain to you how we got to the 500 million. All right. When AMC needed money, and they did, they sold AMC share, a block of AMC share, 25 million of them, and made money. And then the next time they sold another 25 or 50 million, and they sold another 25 or 50 million that showed up. All right. And had to be bought. The reason for those buys that led up to the top of the cap for outstanding shares, what got us to 550 or 525 million shares? That's a question we need to ask. All right. We only had like 25 million. How did we get to 525 million? All right. And I know the answer to that. They sold shares to raise money. Okay. But what happened was people that had notes, convertible notes, they wanted those AMC shares. On the 27th, when AMC ran up in January 27th to $12, the people that had convertible notes converted their notes to AMC shares. They got the AMC shares for $12 and sold them. And then the price collapsed on the 28th. And that's when Robinhood took the buy button. But what happened? The price spiked. When it spiked to $12, the people that owned the convertible notes switched their convertible notes to AMC shares and then sold them onto the market and caused a down crash. So it wasn't people just buying or them just offering the shares. While they was offering shares, that was a cover up to be able to convert the convertible notes into AMC shares. And then by the time they got through, they were at the top, 525. Well, now what do? We can't convert any more notes. Well, we start with APE. We'll create APE. And you can buy APE and we'll convert them into AMC. So they want AMC to run. They want AMC to run to 12. Because when it runs to 12, before the conversion and they convert, APE's only at $1.70. So fuck yeah, give me $12 a share is what they got it for 68 cents. They're waiting on AMC to run up before the conversion. So when they do the conversion, they get it at $12 a share. Well, I bought it at 68. Fuck, that's a good investment return. But you cheated. Yeah, I agree, Paul. That's right. Call me whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you can call me integrable. You can say that I stood my ground and fought. Even if during the fight you have to sit down and wait and relax like I'm having to do, then that's what you do. I'm not just going to fight just to be fighting. I've done the fight. Now wait for the return. No, Honey Bear, that's not true. All I can tell you is do not take anything that I say as gospel. All you have to do is go to YouTube, search for arbitrage play. What is an arbitrage? And videos will come up and tell you what an arbitrage is. And then you go watch a couple more videos, search YouTube for convertible preferred shares and how they work, and you understand. Fuck what Bigham says. Fuck what Tony DeNaro says. Fuck what I say. When I'm looking at those videos, those are certified public accountants, and they're explaining to me how this shit works. I'm not going to question them simply because I don't want to believe that. That's the fucking truth. That's how the arbitrage works. Now wake the fuck up. Simple as that. The worst thing that they want is for AMC to fall. And Adam Aaron warned them. And yeah, I think it was Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron warned them. All right, now, when we get ready to convert, AMC will fall. That's what he said. He said he can't predict the market, but history shows that at the reverse stock split, the stock's going to fall. AMC's going to fall. And they've set that narrative. They've set that. People, listen to me. Y'all are waiting on this goddamn stock to go to $3.50. $3. Why? Because Adam Aaron said it was be at 30 when we did a reverse stock split. So everybody's waiting on AMC to drop to $3 and $3.50, which is bullshit. That's not how it works. He's lying. And y'all believe in it. Even though y'all hate him, y'all still listen to what he said. Oh, it's going to be at $30. Okay. So it's got to go to 3. No, it don't. He's lying. All right. 60 cents a share. And if it converted right now, it would convert to $4.77. So they got it at 60 cents. That's like the man that bought the bananas. Brings them back over there, and now they're worth $4.77. I don't give a fuck whether you believe me or not. That's exactly how it works. I've went and watched certified public accountants, several of videos from them, people that have knowledge, people that train other certified public accountants how this shit works. I'm going to believe them over Tony DeNaro, who's telling y'all AMC's got to fall and Ape's got to rise and they'll meet in the fucking middle and then we'll have that's not how it works. Go educate yourselves. Go look at videos, YouTube video on arbitrage. And those are certified public accountants that train people to do this and they tell you how it works. Why would you believe Tony DeNaro over them? They tell you how an arbitrage works. Now, I'm going to share the knowledge. That's all I'm doing. I break down what these professors say and break it down in simple terms on how I can understand it. And I share that with y'all. But people are going to argue with me. No, it's not. That's not how it works. It works. Now, I don't give a fuck how you think it works. These people that train people and know the law of how this shit works are training me. I watch Tony faithfully. Tony can teach you a thing or two, but he's tied up right now in this yes bullshit, and he cannot change his narrative. He cannot tell you the truth. He said he would do a video on how preferred shares work after everything was over with. And I'm like, man, fuck you after it's over with. People need to know how preferred shares work. And they trust you to be a financial guru. Teach them how preferred shares work. Rather, AMC right now could sell Class B Ape, all right, and raise the money they need. Can they do that? Marketing with May said yes. Tony DeNaro said yes till they realized it was me asking the question. When they realized it was me asking the question, they don't want to talk about it no more. But they could sell Series B Ape right now. He can get $4.77 a share for him. He can get $3 a share for him. All right. So don't tell me about how AMC's bankrupt. He can raise money right now. Just quit diluting the Series A, which is our fucking dividend. Start a Series B. Raise the money you need. Set a date. We will convert these in December of 2024. We will hold a vote to convert. This shit ain't rocket science. I don't understand how Adam Aaron's fucking this up like he is. I'm telling y'all, I know Citigroup is dirty. I didn't say they wasn't dirty. But in this case, when they suggested APE to AMC, that was a good idea. You can raise money now and vote on dilution later. And that was a good idea. They got the money they need. We will vote later on whether we want to convert them into AMC and dilute the stock. That was a brilliant idea. It works. It's a good plan. It still works unless you add Adam Aaron into the mix and his relationship with Antara and what Antara is doing to this shit right now. APE should be running up. We don't want it to run up, though. Antara, drop about 6 million APE real quick for us Monday morning. Let this motherfucker go to $1. I dare y'all. But they won't. Listen, Antara right now could start. There's possibly rules on how much they can sell at one time. But if there's a rule saying they could sell 100 million shares, if the volume's there, Antara's going to unload 100 million shares. When they do, the price gets fucking knocked down to 10 cents. You don't want that. Antara selling 1 million shares at a time keeps the price at where it's at. They're not letting it go up. They're suppressing it by selling 1 million at a time. What they're offsetting the buys is what I guess the way to say that. But they're holding on to them. They can drop 10 million shares, 20 million shares. We don't want them to do, well, it doesn't matter. You push the price down, I'm going to buy more. But they could push the price down. That's the point. Now it's running up. It wants to run up. It's banging the roof and trying to get out. And they're selling whatever it takes to keep it at its price. Why? Because if it goes up, it's less at the conversion. If APE runs up to 477 and they convert, it's not worth anything. It's the same prices as AMC. If it runs above, if it runs to $7, you don't want to convert that. You're turning a $7 stock into a $4.70. You don't do that. That's one of the things that I wrote about in my brief. Not that particular thing, but I bring this up. Create APE, make money, dilute later. Sounds good to me. Oh, but I got an idea. We can overvote them, take back over the ownership, and reverse stock split, bring it down to 144 million shares, and we still got 400 million shares we can fuck with now. Yeah, until you add all that into it, it was a perfect plan. Create APE. No big deal. We've been looking at APE wrong, people. Whatever, because we don't understand arbitrage. Whatever your average of APE is, look over there at AMC and say, will you give me an AMC for this? If it's $1.70, you want to do that. If it's $5, you say, man, fuck you. I'm losing money if I give you my APE. But the higher AMC goes, now if AMC goes to 12 and you got that APE and it's at $1.70 and they go, you want to give that back to me? You say, fuck yeah, give me that $12 a share. Sell it on the market, you make money. But what happens, the price will go down of AMC. When the conversion happens and people realize how it really works, you're going to see. Just relax. But I didn't put it in my proposal, but we could do, instead of a 10-for-1, I would compromise. I know we have to do a reverse stock split. There's no way out of it. But why not do a 5-for-1 then? Don't hurt us. Don't kill us. I understand we have to do it. But I wish it wasn't a 10 for 1. Lucky it's not 100 for 1 on ape. We really, really, really lucky they didn't say 100 for 1 because they could have. But I'd compromise and say, okay, here's the deal. How about a 2 for 1 reverse stock split? Did I make my point? Because I don't want to be here all night. I got to get this video finished about the arbitrage. When y'all see that, you're going to be like, motherfucker. So then you're going to, I hope, you research my DD. After you see it, you go, wow, let me go see if this motherfucker's right. And go YouTube and Google arbitrage, and videos will come up for it from professional CPAs. And you're going to see, I'm telling you right. I'm just explaining it to you simpler than what they're saying. Explaining ape. But yeah, watch that video. It's going to be good. I'm going to take it personal if somebody insults Chance the lawyer too. Because that woman's here to help us. She says she's having trouble on Twitter. I don't know much about Twitter, but if somebody fucks with her on YouTube, I know how to deal with you on YouTube. But I stay out of the fucking gutter in Twitter most of the time. Uh-oh, I got messages coming out my ass. Whose message? Uh-oh. My name's on the list. I seen it. I'll take a snapshot of it. I'm checking my messages. The fuck? Shut the fuck up, Ethan. Who would say that Ethan? You can't say somebody's short. You can't say nobody's long. You don't know what's in a motherfucker's wallet. And it ain't none of your business what's in it. Somebody told me that using ChatGPT reminds them of the movie Click with Adam Sandler. Now, I watched Click, so I'm going to have to go back now and watch Click again because how in the world could you compare ChatGPT to Click? Yeah. A lot of people were in that position. After the reverse stock split, what will your average be? Oh my God, so high. There's no way I don't see, no fucking way AMC could ever run up to $300 something, $400, $500, $600. Fuck no, I can't see that. And I know. I see the videos. AMC could hit 1,000. No. AMC, if they let that motherfucker go, it's out of this galaxy. But they're not going to let it go. Y'all got 6 minutes. See, y'all bringing up these old fucking movies. Now I got to go back and watch Mr. Deeds. I remember Mr. Deeds. That was a funny ass movie. Wasn't that the one? What did he have? A black hand or a black foot? And he couldn't feel nothing. Why Space Ape? Why do you say after the reverse stock split we'll be at 30? Why would you say that? Right now, post reverse stock split, the stock would be at $47.70 right now. Depends on how long you wait to hit that sell button, David. So, was it a Blackfoot? He didn't have no feelings. The motherfucker was hitting him with a poker, a fireplace poker on his fucking hand or his foot, one of them. Is it morning? Motherfucker. I didn't even realize it was 1:45 in the morning. They're not. I looked for all of them. I looked for all, I'm not gonna call their names. I looked for all the ones that yell about how much they support this shit, and none of them sent a letter of support in. Now that would have been important. They could have said that this is how many subscribers they have, and they'd like to express their approval. And they didn't do it. They didn't send a letter of support in. Now we could say, why didn't you send a letter of support in? Are you an AMC shareholder? Show us your postcard. I ain't got one. Yeah, I feel that, David. When Transformers first come out, that was some fire shit. But I'm tired of seeing cars turn around and fight each other. But it was cool shit in the beginning. I got to go back and watch that damn movie now. This is accountability opportunity. I agree. I say that in my brief. I said they accused Adam Aaron and the board of crimes, okay, of crimes that they've committed. They accused them of that. And if they did do what Allegheny has accused them of, then now's the time to find out. I don't want to wait for another fucking 6 months, 9 months, a year to find out whether they're crooks or not. If they're crooks, then it needs to be exposed. We need to know, and the judge can do that. That's why I said RICO. This could turn into a RICO case. These motherfuckers could be in serious, serious trouble. Because if you think we're doing research, can you imagine if somebody at the Delaware DOJ got a hold of this and did a real research? We can't even scratch the surface of what some experts can really, really, really do. And I say that this is the time for accountability. Fuck waiting another year. Let them just keep raping and robbing. Let's take it on out. Let's deal with it now. Fuck it. Somebody brought to my attention, and I'm on like 9 different streaming services. I need to find Trading Places. Do y'all remember that one with Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd? And when I was watching the reference to Trading Places, I was like, damn, I need to go back and watch that movie. That was a good fucking movie. Yeah, they bet $1 that they could influence, and that's how it worked, that they could influence that man's behavior. I really like that movie. The references that were being made to it, I was watching a YouTube video and they were explaining how short selling works. And they made reference to the movie Trading Places, that the 2 Duke brothers were short on orange juice and they were trying to manipulate the market. But Dan Aykroyd taught Eddie Murphy how shorting works and everything, and using street knowledge and his Harvard education, they beat the Dukes. But as long as the Harvard educations don't listen to the common sense person, you're not going to get nowhere. But the common sense person also needs the right information. That's why I watch people like Chance. I'm so happy she's on YouTube. Well, Mike, she told everybody, if you support the lawsuit, if you support the settlement, you don't have to send it. So the fact that some people did send a letter of support actually speaks how passionate they are, because she told them they didn't have to. But none of them added in their proof of ownership. It's time for the cookies. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit. If I'm gonna sit here and eat cookies, they said fuck that. They want their cookies. I bought a bag of cookies today. And I can't eat my cookie unless I give them vanilla wafers. Whoa! Whoa! Boomer gets two, he's bigger. He swallows them in one go. Then he looks at me like, can I get another one? That's it. All gone. I agree. If you're a YouTuber, and get mad at me if I'm eating. Fuck y'all. I'm eating my cookie. If you're a YouTuber and you push the information you're pushing, you should have represented your subscribers by sending a support letter. Just my opinion. Judge said I didn't have to. You're right. Judge said you didn't have to. But you could have, and you should have. Because I sent mine in. I'm gonna fight and take my position. I know why they took AMC to court. They accused them of a crime. They would too. When I reach for another cookie, they're going to come and say, where's ours? Boomer's laying right there. He's waiting. Oh, shit. I hear the footsteps. Here they come. Okay. You got to jump, bitch. Would this motherfucker look like a rabbit? He's jumping so high. That's it. Ain't that a shame? Sometimes I eat at my dad's because I don't want to come over here with a plate. They're like, can I have some? What's the puzzle? The ultimate night owl. Look, I thought about that. I wake up, I sleep during the day, and I wake up a few hours later at night, and I'm looking for somebody to watch, and there's nobody to watch. I'm like, fuck it, I'll entertain everybody. All you got to know is who bought them shares. Whoever owns them tokenized shares are claiming that they'll be able to get an AMC share. I wonder if them tokenized shares are going to reverse split. Yeah. A free and fair market. What about it? I've seen one by Lee today. I forgot what it was. He did a video on, and I agreed with him. I was going to do a video saying I agree with Lou. I forget what it was now. That was 5 joints ago. Yes, they would reverse if he owned. Well, yes, they would reverse. Now, one thing that's not going to happen is the defendants are not part of the lawsuit. So, what that means is basically they've opted out. When the time comes and the reverse split happens, and then they do the 1 for 7, the defendants, which is Adam Aaron, he will not get, like if it was 7.5 million, he won't get an extra million shares once they do the settlement. He don't get that. He just has 8 million. But it'll be 80 million, or excuse me, 800,000 after the reverse stock split. Yeah, he got 8 million now. It'd be 800,000 after reverse stock split. All right, one more if I could say. That's the craziest shit in the world. They were talking about Gary Gensler. Let me tell y'all something about Gary. You see this bullshit that's going on? Gary is shorting AMC and all that. Do you know who started the rumor? Citadel. Citadel is the one that started all the bullshit with Gary Gensler. So you have to wonder, why is Ken Griffin going after Gary Gensler? That's how you look at it. Citadel has made an accusation that Gigi is stock manipulating. Who made that accusation? Ken Griffin, Citadel. Okay, well, why is Citadel all of a sudden accusing Gary Gensler of market manipulation? I'm going to tell y'all what it is. I'm going to give you a chance. I asked a question. A lot of times, all you need is to be asked the right questions and everything will snap. Ken Griffin, all of a sudden, is going after Gigi for market manipulation. Why? You want me to just tell y'all? Because ain't nobody answering. Oh, you got it. You got it. Thrill got it. Is that Thrill? Yeah, Thrill got it. That's right. That's right. That's right. With DeSantis running for president, Ken Griffin's going to be the Secretary of Treasurer, and they're going to replace Gary Gensler. So they're built what we called in prison. They're building a case on Gary Gensler in the press right now, so that if DeSantis was to win and Ken Griffin becomes secretary, he can get rid of Gary Gensler. Everybody looked at that and go, Gary Gensler's short AMC. I'm going, wait a minute, why the fuck would Ken Griffin go after him? It's political. He's interfering with the crypto money. It's political. Y'all know how much money Ken Griffin has gave to Ron DeSantis to become treasurer? Can you imagine what that motherfucker will do if he's treasurer? There's no way I could vote for DeSantis knowing his connection to Ken Griffin. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win. And if he don't win, it could possibly be some real shit in this country. Like they're pulling with that indictment. Everybody's like, okay, bitch, y'all go ahead and do that shit. If you think you're gonna steal this election, they crazy. People in this country will revote. It'll be the same thing like with AMC. Oh yeah, majority voted. Your ass, motherfucker. You got so many people mad and upset. And if they wanted to go to AMC and started protesting, oh my God. Same thing with Ken Griffin and Ron DeSantis. And what's going to happen if the orange-head man, they say all of a sudden he can't run? Your ass, he's going to be the next president, or there'll probably be a civil war. And it won't be whites against blacks. It'll be red against blue. Chris Christie. I like what one person said about Chris Christie. They said, have you ever run into anybody that ever said, Chris Christie's my man? And he said, fuck no. If you go out and ask 50 people who Chris Christie is, maybe one would know. Maybe. BlackRock? What about BlackRock? BlackRock runs the world. BlackRock. Larry Flynn. I had to stop to think. Larry Flynn works BlackRock. Do you know the history of Larry Flynn? Flynn? Yeah, Larry Flynn. All right. He was working at one firm, and he explained to them that he had this algorithm for trading stocks, so they used it. And the company ended up losing $100 million. And they put their foot in Larry Flynn's ass and said, man, get the fuck out. You and your algorithm, get the fuck out of here. Now, Larry Flynn was unemployed. His algorithm done cost this other company $100 million. But he swore that one day he would perfect his algorithm, and he did. And they call it the Aladdin. That's the name of the algorithm. That is an AI algorithm, an artificial intelligent algorithm that BlackRock has trading for them. Just like we're fixing to be able to do with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is coming out with a trading app. And ChatGPT is going to tell you what stocks to buy. And motherfucker, I can't wait. That puts us on the same playing field as them. Then it becomes legal. The trading field balance, I mean. I know. What is Citadel's algorithm called? Motherfucker, I know all of them's algorithm. I studied. Do you realize I sat through a 12-hour lecture on how algorithms work, how they create them, what they are, how they're used. 12-hour MIT class. And somebody laughed at me because I watched that video. Oh, yeah, and I said, listen, do you realize how many students was in that class and paid thousands and thousands of dollars to get that information? I just watched it on YouTube for free. Same lecture, same knowledge. Gary Gensler was teaching the class too. He was Professor Gary Gensler back then at MIT. It can, David. It can do that. But what ChatGPT cannot do is predict the manipulation. It can only give you, according to, Now I got an algorithm. I've got an algorithm that ChatGPT built for me. All right. And as I told it what I was wanting, I said I want it to have the MACD, and I want the MACD lines to be this, and I want the RS to be included in this algorithm. For when it broke 50, it would be the buy signal. All right. And then so forth. I added in the Fibonacci into the algorithm. And within 1 minute, ChatGPT kicked out the code. I copied the code, went over the fucking trading view and put it in and checked the strategy level of it. And it can get up to 10,000% every 12 trades. But you can't use the fucking algorithm nowhere. There's only 2 places that I found that you can plug in the algorithm. I've got one. But now if ChatGPT goes live with their trading app, oh yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. Well, not necessarily. You got to understand. Think about it this way. An algorithm is going to run on its pattern. So if you can figure out the pattern of the algorithm, then you can ride the wave of the algorithm. It's not that we just trade against it. If you learn the direction of the flow of the algorithm, I was studying Facebook when I first started studying stocks. And the man said, you can make $1 million off of any stock. It does not matter which one you choose. All you got to do is figure out the rhythm of the price action and get in. Once you know the rhythm, then you know where not to buy. You know where to buy down here. You start learning how to do support and resistance and shit like that. But your algorithm will do it automatically for you and tell you, yeah, buy. You better hurry up and buy. You realize how many times I'm wanting to push that fucking buy button. I'm looking and going, oh, and my fucking algorithm is saying, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm going, but I want to. We should know it. The thing about it is, we never looked at it that way. They would send us messages. They would send us messages through their shields. Buy the dip. All right. Buy the rip. Or get ready for the rip and shit like that. That's them talking to us because they want us to respond with the algorithm and not against it. Yeah, but they're going through, they don't know. I'm so mad at Highcroft. We're going to do a 10 for 1 or 25 for 1. We're not sure. Just vote on it. We'll tell y'all later what it is. Man, fuck y'all and Highcroft. I was down with Highcroft. I liked Miss Diane. I liked her. And I was hoping this shit wasn't a scam, but they're part of it. Boomer and Bears playing. I don't want y'all. No, fuck. Get away from me. All of y'all, get away. I'll knock you out because you the biggest. You get knocked out first, bitch. The bitch looked at the camera. He wanted to know if the camera was on. You trying to be a movie star? Huh? You trying to take my fame? I'm the famous one here. Little girl. Come here, guys. Oh, yeah, the little girl. She's got a thing she does over at my dad's. All right, Bear. Over at my dad's. I went to pour me a cup of coffee, and she's underneath the table, and she's rocking back and forth. And I turn around and I said, oh, my God, baby, what's wrong? I didn't notice. I said, Dad, I got to be watching her because it looked like she was having a fit. Well, a little bit later, I see over by the table, she's doing it again. She's having another one. And I paid closer attention. And what it was my dad's got a vertical, horizontal. He got a horizontal bar on his chair and she was getting underneath the chair and scratching her back, and it looked like she was having a fit, and she starts making grunting noises because it feels good to her, and she goes around the whole table. She'll get on every chair, she'll scratch her back on every chair, and you ought to hear the noises she makes. She is obsessed with scratching her back. I left the towel out. Bear grabbed it and he brought it to the middle of the living room. So I picked it up and I put it in the chair. When I come back, he done picked it out of the chair and drug it back in the living room. So I said, fuck it. I was too tired to deal with it. And I realized when I woke up and was laying there smoking a cigarette, he's laying on a towel. And I'm thinking, okay, he wants that towel in the middle of the floor to lay on. So I've left it there. I know Gumbo has seizures. And sometimes my dad calls me and says, you got to get over here. And all I can do is hold him until it's over. Yeah, the dog's name is Gumbo. There goes my monetization. Fucking Antara. Antara accused me of doing shit for clicks and views. I'm like, really? They didn't say my name. The paragraph above me or above that is about me. And then they say something about Al from Boston. They say people similar to him do this for clicks and views too. I'm thinking, bitch, you talking about me? Do you realize we get about 7 cents a view? They act like we getting rich off this shit. Y'all ought to know why I had to duck out. I like Chance. I got on her too. Did y'all see me get on Chance? I got on Chance's ass. She was cussing. How dare her? I said, don't you be cussing during your live, girl. Like I'm somebody that's supposed to talk. I'm going to be in and out. Y'all know the routine. It's the middle of the night. It's 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. God damn. Chance the Lawyer's YouTube channel. I'm getting it right now for you. We had a good time over there. If people would not give her a hard time and realize that her job is to share her knowledge with us and shut the fuck up and just listen. When I'm there, I'm not there to talk or teach. I say hey to everybody. That was something else I wanted to say. I say hey to everybody when I first get there. And then about 50 people say hey to me back. Well, I don't want to be the focus of the chat. I want the focus to be what she's teaching. So I may not respond when I'm there. You'll see me there. I may comment. You may say hi and I don't say nothing. It's because I don't want to change the focus of the conversation off of what she's talking about. We are there to learn. I can't promise you 20. Adam Aaron has set the narrative that the motherfucker's supposed to follow the 3, but it don't have to. I'm not view of the camera, huh? There, that's a whole lot better. Boy, they might delete my channel because of that. If something happens, y'all Google or YouTube search, it's your money. Oh Lord. I thought she was talking to me. That's her live that started. I thought she was talking to me. I said, oh shit. I'm smoking a joint, got Chance on the line. That's Chance's channel. When you go to her channel, she's gonna be telling you, according to law, what's going on. There's no use challenging her because she's going to be right. Who is Chancery Daily? 118 subscribers. Way to go. Let me get some. Oh, Lord, I ain't even on my channel. Hold on. I got to get some coffee. I know. Y'all got to wait just a minute. Yeah, y'all see I ain't fat. Let my coffee heat up. Oh, shit. I drink 2 pots of coffee a night, man. I work. When I put out them videos, if I do 2 videos, that means I work probably about 7 hours. Hey, everybody. You famous. They love you. I know. Oh, you shy. You shy. He's shy. Y'all scared him. Oh, he's curious, though. He's looking at you. Oh, give daddy a kiss. Nobody knows how this monster was created. This was supposed to be a chihuahua. It come out 2 foot long with long hair. It was 2 chihuahuas that made it. So how the fuck did this happen? Yeah, you're so cute. Oh. I love this baby. His flea collar cost $55. He don't usually get in my lap because Boomer. Oh, there he goes. He's getting down. Boomer gets jealous, so he don't like to get in my lap. Boomer's 6. Little girl is almost 2, and he's about 9 months now. She had the puppies. August 14th, August 4th. So that's when Bear was born. You ought to see my brother come over. He never met my brother. When he seen my brother, that motherfucker went to barking. I said, kill him, boy, kill him. Because he don't see nobody else. He only sees me or my dad. He growled at my dad. My dad said, I wish you would growl at me, you son of a bitch. And he quit growling. Got to disappear. Little girl, when it's time for me to get up and take her outside, she will go come and sit on my chest. And her nose is about 1 inch from mine. She's just dead staring me, sitting on my chest, dead staring at me when I wake up. Shit, yeah, I got to go too, man. Fuck. Did he say that? You know, there was a time when I was getting started and I followed Tony and he had 12,000 subscribers. And I was like, man, I wish I had that many subscribers. And I look at him now and he's got 20,000. I'm going, you realize how many motherfuckers listen to this dude? But you have to live and learn sometimes. What'd you go tear up? I can't take Bear anywhere. Took him to my dad's. This motherfucker lifted his leg and started peeing on everything, every 2 foot. My dad said, you better get that son, bitch. He's pissing everywhere. You still could do that, Sam. Oh, Space Ape. Don't give up. All right. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. What about y'all? I got shit. I got to finish that fucking video. Tell y'all how arbitrage works. No, Tony said it more than once. Andre said, Tony once said, no, Tony said that shit about 100 times. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. When you hear him talking about clickbait and conspiracy theorists, he's talking about me. Okay. It's not, just my opinion. That's the kind of questions we need to ask Chance the lawyer. But I believe that you're a member of this lawsuit, and this lawsuit covers fiduciary duty violation. And once this lawsuit is over, they can't be sued for fiduciary duty violations anymore. Now, does that mean you can't find another reason to sue? Yes, you can. But as far as bringing up fiduciary duties, no, you won't be able to, because that's settled here in the lawsuit. He's going to pay for any and all past and future. He's going to get a pass. And as a long-term shareholder, I don't feel like that's right. It's time to get rid of Adam Aaron. I don't give a fuck about his past. I don't give a fuck that he was the CEO of the 76ers. I don't give a fuck. What I give a damn about is, until somebody can prove to me why that financial form showed that they were giving dividends to Ape before 2022. Yeah. And how they were selling. I know there's a condition that they can say that when we create Ape, you can get these, but that's not what they were doing. They were selling Ape before 2022. I was asked not to bring that up, but y'all did, and I just had to mention it. But somebody has to prove to me. Where did that money go? On the same day that they did a transaction and made $1.6 million, they only reported $900 million to the shareholders. Why? Fuck it. Somebody's looking into it. She'll tell us. Not to bring what up. Not to bring what up, sweetheart. I don't know what. I can't say that. Ether? Why did you ask her? Why did you ask not to bring it up? What are you talking about? The pre-sale of ape. Do I own a firearm? Is this America? I can't answer that because I'm a convicted felon. I plead the fifth. I don't understand the question. Pre-sale ape. How did I use it in a phrase? You shouldn't have sold your ape. I don't think. I'm adding as many apes as I can. Yeah, they call us a cult. I agree, Charles. Now, see, on that level, I'm leaving that fight to people like Tuttle, to people like Ethan, to people like Uncle Frank and Al. That's the type of fight they can do. Trying to remove Allegheny as lawyers at all. See, they're not even our lawyer yet. She has not appointed them as lead counsel yet. She could tell them, no, you can't be lead counsel. And Rose's attorney can be lead counsel. That can happen. Okay, David. I'll let that slide. And no, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an American. I can't say that I'm Democrat. I can't say that I'm Republican because whichever side is wrong, just so happens it's mostly Democrats that are wrong. Them poor motherfuckers. Can you imagine being a Democrat and having to stand up for them politicians? Can you explain to me how this? Well, you know, then you got to try to explain what your politician's doing. Yeah, I would call myself more of a conservative libertarian. Yeah. If I was going to put myself in a group, it would be libertarian. Libertarian simply means don't give a fuck about what I do. I'm going to do me, and I'm not going to violate your rights. All right, and you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a fuck. Just don't violate my rights. So everybody can do whatever they want as long as you respect the other person. And that ain't like it is today. That's why I stand up to it. You're gonna accept that your child could have one of 60 genders. No bullshit. There's a visual test that I did at the hospital. I know what sex my child is. And I don't have, man, I got an insurance form the other day. I had to fill this insurance form out the other day. And it got to my prefix. It had Mr., Mrs., and then about 14 other things that I could have chose. And I said, you got to be kidding. You're recognizing all of these as gender. What does the world come to? When they believe that a man can have a baby, that Buttigieg took time off for maternity leave, people. He took maternity leave as if he had that child. And we paid for that. You can't get mad. You paid for it. Yeah, I don't choose any party. I tell Dad, I'm about sick of watching Fox. I'm about sick of watching Fox. When Pete comes on, all Pete is, his whole commentary is simply to run Biden down. And I disagree with that. I don't agree with Biden's policy, but I'm not going to sit there and laugh and make fun of this man's mental ability and the fact that he's tripping like he's doing. The man is old and he's being used. It's not something that you get on Fox and make fun of. So I'm tired of watching those two. The women, when you get to Harris Faulkner, Harris is good. She tells it like it is. And I love watching her. And if she's wrong, like they talk about AI and ChatGPT and it's taking over the world. And I'm like, no, I wish they would separate that because that's not exactly true. ChatGPT has nothing to do with taking over the world. Now, the robots that Elon Musk and the rest of the billionaires are all building and can play basketball. Y'all ought to see these fucking robots, man. They get out there and play basketball. They're so advanced. Yes, those are the ones to be careful of. Rear Admiral Buttigieg. Biden fucked up today, not today, about a week ago in a gaffe when he introduced Pete. He called him Pete Booty Jelly or some shit. And then he laughed and he said, well, I shouldn't have said that. And I said, oh my God, did he just really say that? No, I did not get vaccinated. And you can't imagine the shit I went through with my family. COVID's going to kill you. Bitch, I smoke 2 packs a day, a 6-pack a day in the morning because mornings are my nights. So I just start drinking at about 11 o'clock and I drink a 6-pack, lay down, go to sleep and start over the next day. And I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes, drink another 6-pack. Do you think I give a fuck if COVID's going to kill me or not? And I said, no, I'm not getting it. Dad, they was begging me, please, son. I said, man, fuck it. I have a seal on me. I don't need vaccination. There is a seal on me that COVID can't touch. Now, I did catch COVID, and boy, was I fucking sick. But my dad caught COVID. My brother caught COVID. My sister caught COVID. And every one of them was vaccinated. So, vaccinated or not, you're not sticking no shit in me. Not if I can help it. I don't know what. Do you realize how advanced our technology is? Do you know what do they call them things? Nanobots. Do you know what a nanobot is? That motherfucker's so small, you got to look in a microscope to see it. That's called a nanobot. They are so fucking small. You could put that in anything and inject it in somebody. Fuck you. You're not injecting me with shit. Not willfully. I'm not just going to go put my arm up there and tell you, go ahead and stick something in me. And look how many people got sick behind it. No, my dad vaccinated him. He was scared. And he said, well, son, I'm in my 80s. I need that vaccine. I said, well, Dad, if you feel you need it, go get it. But I'm not getting it. And they begged me, please go get it, man. Fuck y'all. I ain't getting it. They talked about it where I worked. I said, man, y'all can talk about it. I ain't fucking getting it. I'm gonna end my live stream. It's time for them to take me for a walk. And you want to say bye? Is that what it is? He's not gonna care. He won't do it now because Boomer's coming. Boomer don't like me petting him. What? Okay. Bitch, I'll fuck you up. You think? You think? You get your ass whooped. You get your ass. I will fuck you up. Oh, you think? Oh, oh bitch. It's okay. All right. Yeah. Well, stop and I'll pet you, bitch. Get out. No, y'all not cooking that out. Yeah, I guess they are, huh? All right. Y'all win. That's 3 cookies since I started this live. That shit ain't gonna work every time. That's it. Get the fuck on. Good night, everybody. Love spending some time with y'all. I just wanted to come on, get the Chance Daily stuff over with, and explain to y'all who I felt she was, and that everybody that is involved that wants to learn the truth can go to her channel. Maybe if y'all comment, we can get her live in a discussion like a town hall. I will promote it as a town hall. I've already talked to the Sensational Six, all right, and asking them would they want to participate. Now, this is what I'm seeing. Where are we at? 2:15. All right, this is what I'm seeing is we can all get together in a live stream. Those that are available, the Sensational Six. I'm talking about owning the float. I'm talking about the Marine. I'm talking about Frankie if he wants to come. I'm talking about Donahue. I'm talking about AB. All of us can go live and be on the panel, and Chance will be there. She'll answer any questions that we'll have. Now, I'll be transparent with you. I'm going to ask them whatever questions they have for her, and I'll make a list and we'll present it to her so she's not shocked. She'll be able to research those answers and come with the exact truth. So that's one of my plans that I'm thinking about. What do y'all think? Y'all think that's going to be good? Good night, y'all. Night, Tank. I'm fixing to go do the rest of the video, so I'm working on that for the next 3 hours after I get off here. Man, if I could get Geraldo to come on my show, what? That's up to y'all, man. What's the difference? Let me ask you a difference. What's the difference if I was to notify Geraldo and say, hey, Geraldo, come on my show? Or the difference between y'all emailing Geraldo and say, hey, man, you really need to be on this guy's show. That's more impactful. Peace, y'all. We saying good night now. We're just patting each other on the back and like we walking each other to the car right now. I wish. Y'all go tell Charles Payne, come on my show. You tell Charles Payne, reach out to me. Because that's way more impactful than me reaching out to Charles Payne and saying, Charles, please come on my show. Make me famous. But if y'all did it, we would have a group of people, I just mentioned them, that could be there and ask questions. We'll get there. We'll get there. We got Chance the lawyer right now, don't we? So if we got Chance the lawyer, which is a certified Delaware bar member, we can reach the top of anywhere, wherever God leads this. And it'd be nice. I don't want to go on Fox. I want Charles over here and talk to us. I don't want to be on Fox. I'm not worrying about if 2 million people see my face. I don't want 2 million. What if I'm wanted in one of them places that Fox shows at? I don't want my picture on Fox. Next on Unsolved Mysteries, we trailed a YouTuber all the way back to his crime from 1962. We could, look, let me finish this video on the arbitrage, and I can do another video, and maybe I can get some attention for it. Let me get some thought on what we can do. What we need, because Charles Payne maybe would do a segment on how many people objected to this lawsuit. And he could bring up the different categories that they're putting us in. You're in one of 3 categories. You're either in the Rose category, which she stands alone because she's got an attorney. You're in the form category, or you're in the Gunner objections. They got a pile in the garbage that did not send proof of their ownership. but they let them go ahead and object. Now, why would they go ahead and let someone who did not object go ahead and accept their objections anyway? Because that's what happened. But you made an issue about Al from Boston not having proof of ownership. Now, I know Al from Boston's had 10,000 shares. And since he showed me, he's added 900 and something to it. But yeah, he showed me almost a year ago that he had 10,000 shares. So I know how many shares Al had. And that's why he's desperate. And that's why Chance the lawyer brought it up, is the fact that you're so deep, you can't see out of the hole. And all your concentration is on the fact that you're in a hole. But if you stop thinking about the hole and start thinking about the solution of getting out of the hole you're in, and I'm talking about 10,000 shares at about $50 a share. So, yeah, I've known how much Al has. Al's deep. And that deserves some respect to an extent. And I told y'all that. I've told y'all. I had no doubt that Al was a shareholder. He just and he got mad at me. I had to take the video down. He's just bipolar. From 1 minute, he's super, super, super excited that, boy, we fixing to make $1 million a share. To the court and Adam Aaron and everybody so corrupt. And he just, man, one extreme to the other. Does that mean he's not a shareholder? No, I know he's a shareholder. I don't know if Biggums is a shareholder. I don't know if Pantheon's a shareholder. I don't know if Tony ever showed his postcard. Did Tony get a postcard? Does anybody know if Tony showed his postcard? Master Lorian? Feel for real? Did they show their postcards? I told her in the paperwork. See, I was very polite. I just didn't send in a motion that said, I want to intervene. I was polite. I explained my argument. And I told the lady at the end of the argument, I said, now, if you feel it's required for me to come up here and plead this in person, I will do that. But I'm not sending in motions. And I, just like when she read the total, remember when she read the total objection in the very, very beginning? And she said, I'm going to take this letter as a motion to intervene. So I did that in my letter. I said, look, here's my arguments. If you need me to come in person, I will. Consider this as a letter of intervention. But if she don't need me, then I don't need to be there. If she don't need me to bring justice, if she don't need me to explain anything that I've said and how I feel in person, then fine. Go ahead and rule on it. And let's see where the cards fall. But I'm going to be honest with you, people. That's why I want to get one. If I could get one-on-one with Chance, I want her to go through the Gunner objections and tell me, according to the Delaware law, where I stand. That would be a fantastic live. I could get 1,000 people there. If she was to come on live and explain, according to Delaware law, that my objection stands or doesn't stand. It's just her opinion because Special Master has to say something. But I'd love to hear Chance's opinion. On my opinion, was it strong enough? When I said that they don't deserve immunity. If they've done what they've done, then they need to be prosecuted for it. Therefore, I disagree with the immunity clause. Now, Chance can talk to us about what Delaware law says about what that argument says. That's what we're supposed to be talking to her about. Not some bullshit about a postcard. Yeah. All right. I'm getting ready to get this video done. I got to finish it up. I'm right there where I just finished talking about arbitrage. And I said, now let's talk about AMC. And that's when my brother and them started with the soft making the ramp for my dad. And I said, well, I can't make no more videos. Then I wake up and I see Mandalorian's fixing to go live. Then I got to sit there and listen to fucking Tony's lying ass. Then I got to see that Chance is live. So I got to go there. And then everybody was wanting to come over here and holler and say, hey, everybody, we love Chance, the lawyer. Thank you for being there for us. And to helping simple people understand complicated things. All right. I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes. We're going to cut this motherfucker off at 2.5 hours. Y'all know what that means? That means I just made almost $8 for 2.5 hours work. So fuck you, Allegheny. This ain't for views. This is because we love one another. That's what they don't understand. They don't understand the emotional tie that we all have with one another. It's not that we own AMC. No, there's more to it than that. We're family. What affects me affects you. What affects you affects me. They can't understand that. They call that a cult. Oh, you want to be scratched. Oh, kick it up. Oh, shit. Boomer said, ain't gonna be none of that loving going on. Go on, motherfucker. All right. Guess that's it for this morning. Talk to y'all in a little while. I'll have the video up in about 2-3 hours on arbitrage. Do not take my word for it. Do not tell me I'm wrong, motherfuckers. Until you go see what a professional has to say about arbitrage and come back and tell me I'm wrong. You won't be able to do it. So I love y'all. Be ready for that video, and I'll see you then. I'm going to try to get in touch with Chance and see what I can do about a collab with her. Talk to you in the next video. Love y'all. Be blessed.